Of course, now for me to be receiving the Willie Nelson Award, this is an absolute high for me.
A lot of people find it ironic that Dolly Parton got the Willie Nelson Award. Dolly herself called it a great moment, showing she's good at navigating the music industry's fakeness, not just winning an award. Dolly is famous in country music, not just for singing, but for being a symbol of perseverance, kindness, and talent. Her journey from poverty to fame highlights both the thrilling and the true aspects of becoming famous. Her career, which is impressively long at over 6 decades, is like a collection of emotional songs and stories, each one sharing the ups and downs of her life. Starting in a very poor area in rural Tennessee, Parton's story begins in a place very different from the glamorous stages she would later be on. Born in 1946 in a tiny cabin, her family's home was small for a family of 12, a situation that could either crush dreams or make them stronger out of necessity. The story of the Parton family, often seen through rose-colored glasses as simple and warm, was actually about struggling to make ends meet. The fact that Dolly's birth was paid for with cornmeal and not money is often told as a cute story, but it really highlights a hard economic reality. The picture of a family squeezed into a one-bedroom home, finding comfort in being together despite their financial problems, might seem nostalgic. But this nostalgia comes with the harsh reality of poverty and the constant lack of enough. The way people often make Dolly's poor beginnings sound romantic skips over the hard parts of such a life, choosing instead to highlight the nice stories that people like to hear. The truth was a mix of hard times and some happy moments, a life where happiness was even more special because it was rare. Dolly Parton chose to turn these experiences of her life into her music. Her songs, filled with stories of love, loss, and hope, are more than just tunes. They're Parton's way of dealing with her past by making it a part of her performances. This smart way of turning personal difficulties into public shows has not only made her look like a symbol of never giving up, but also makes us wonder about how real such an image is in the shiny world of entertainment. In the heart of the Tennessee mountains, the environment around Dolly Parton's childhood home wasn't just a backdrop for her life. It was a deep part of her journey, silently witnessing her dreams, ambitions, and desires. Her song, My Tennessee Mountain Home, is a perfect example, as it vividly brings to life the world of her youth, making listeners feel as if they're right there with her. Yet, not all of Dolly's memories are filled with warmth and nostalgia. Some of her music, while celebrating her roots, also explores the tough times her family went through. Songs like In the Good Old Days, When Times Were Bad, and Coat of Many Colors share stories of the difficulties they faced, with the latter focusing on a coat made of rags by her mother. This coat, though simple, was a symbol of love and care, showing that even in times of want, love and kindness persisted. Dolly's early life played a crucial role in shaping who she is, both as an individual and as an artist. The small cabin in Tennessee, filled with the sounds of a large, lively family, was where she discovered her love for storytelling and music. This home was the first place where she shared her songs, finding her earliest supporters and critics. It was in this setting that she began crafting the stories that would captivate audiences worldwide. Her journey from a crowded, humble home in rural Tennessee to international fame is truly inspiring. Yet despite her global success, Dolly never lost touch with her roots. These humble beginnings remained a core part of her identity, deeply influencing her music and making her not just a renowned singer, but a beloved storyteller, touching hearts across generations. Growing up in the Tennessee mountains presented a picturesque but deceivingly harsh reality. While the scenery was breathtaking, the winters were incredibly severe. For Dolly Parton's family, these cold months were particularly tough. The small one-bedroom cabin they lived in was built for survival rather than comfort. With minimal insulation and made from timber and any other materials at hand, it struggled against the freezing winds. Each winter, the Parton family faced the fierce cold, a cold so intense it was said to freeze your breath and transform the landscape into a frozen wilderness. The family's struggles during these times were not just stories, they were real challenges. Snow would block paths, cutting them off from the outside world, and resources would dwindle. With careful rationing, they managed to survive these brutal winters, a testament to the resilience and the harshness of life in the mountains. This difficult period was not only a part of Dolly's upbringing, but also a source of inspiration for her music, illustrating the complex beauty and hardship of her mountain home. Every single day presented its own set of obstacles: the struggle to stay alive, to scrounge up enough food to eat, to gather sufficient wood for burning, and to find enough warmth to fend off the chill. During these hard times, Dolly's father stood as a central figure. His constant, unshaken spirit in the face of tough situations was what kept the family from falling apart. He would brave the snowy outdoors, seeking out more wood or hunting for food, making sure his family didn't go hungry. His relentless strength and resolve made a lasting impression on a young Dolly, molding her into a resilient woman she was destined to be. As the harsh winter stretched on, the difficult experiences served as proof of the strength of the Parton family's bond. The cold, instead of weakening them, only brought them closer together. They found their warmth not in physical comforts, but in the joy of each other's presence, in the laughter they shared, and in the songs Dolly would often sing softly, foreshadowing her future as a musician. For many, the chill of winter is just a minor bother, but for Dolly and her kin, it was a mighty challenge. Yet these frigid seasons, with their myriad trials and tribulations, helped shape the Parton family's essence. They learned the importance of being together, the strength found in unity, and the enduring power of hope. Even through the toughest winters, they didn't just survive. They stood as a symbol of love, resilience, and indomitable spirit. Within the close-knit fabric of the Parton family, Dolly's role was woven with not just dreams and goals, but also the responsibilities that come with being one of many siblings in a bustling household. The Parton home was alive with the energy of children, their laughter, cries, arguments, and moments of happiness. Growing amidst this chaos, Dolly had grown up quicker than other kids her age. Her relationship with her siblings, particularly the younger ones, was characterized by a mix of motherly care and sisterly love. Dolly's mom and dad had a huge responsibility looking after a big family. They couldn't do it all by themselves, so they depended a lot on their older kids. Dolly was one of these older kids, and she had to do a lot. She cooked, cleaned, looked after her younger brothers and sisters, and even helped settle arguments among them. Being put in this role from a young age really shaped who Dolly became. It taught her to be responsible and to understand how others feel. These qualities shone through in her music and her efforts to help others. Dolly didn't just look at her siblings because she had to. She genuinely loved them. She often talked about the good times they had together, like the adventures they went on, the songs she'd sing to help them sleep, and how they supported each other through thick and thin. They weren't just brothers and sisters. They were best friends and partners in crime. But amidst these happy memories, there's a sad chapter in the story of Dolly and her family. They lost their youngest brother, Larry, when he was just a baby. This loss came unexpectedly and hit everyone hard. Their lively home turned quiet, a clear sign of their deep sadness. For Dolly, losing Larry was especially hard. She had cared for him closely, singing him to sleep and dreaming about what he would grow up to be. Losing him felt like losing a part of her own self. Her music, always a reflection of her feelings, became a way for her to express her sadness and remember her brother. Through her songs, Dolly created a place where her grief could exist alongside hope and love. In her music, Dolly often touches on the pain of losing someone, but also talks about the power of love and family. This tragedy, while it left a permanent mark on her and her family, also highlighted the importance of sticking together, loving each other, and being strong. In Dolly Parton's story, her early life with her siblings and the responsibilities she had play a big part. These experiences challenged her, helped her grow, and contributed to the incredible person she became, someone known for her big heart, hopefulness, and unbreakable spirit. Living in the tough but beautiful settings of Tennessee, the Parton family faced their fair share of hardships. The stunning views and heartfelt songs of the Smoky Mountains offered some solace, but poverty made life really hard. They had to be creative and strong to get by, especially when it came to staying healthy. Without much access to doctors or medicines, they often had to rely on home remedies and the wisdom passed down from their community. This way of life taught them to be resourceful and to lean on each other and their community for support. There was a particularly memorable event in Dolly Parton's young life that really shows the difficulties her family faced and how clever they were in handling tough situations. When Dolly was a child, she had a frightening mishap while playing. She accidentally broke a mason jar, and the shattered glass cut her foot deeply, causing a serious injury. In a family where going to see a doctor was considered a luxury because medical help was far away and expensive, the situation could have caused a lot of fear and worry. However, Dolly's mother, Lee Parton, was well known for staying calm under pressure and being very resourceful. Using her knowledge of home remedies and traditional healing practices, Lee chose to treat Dolly's injury herself. She sterilized a needle and thread as best as she could and stitched up the wound on Dolly's foot. To fight off infection, she used kerosene, which people at that time believed worked as an antiseptic. This moment of on-the-spot problem-solving wasn't just about making do with what they had. It was a clear example of how the Parton family dealt with serious financial constraints. Dolly's mishap with the jar wasn't just a moment to showcase her mother's quick thinking. It also shone a light on the broader challenges that families like the Partons faced. When medical help was out of reach due to distance or cost, health emergencies could quickly become much worse. Because of their limited funds, the family couldn't easily buy medicine or afford visits to doctors or hospitals far away. Therefore, they relied a lot on home remedies that had been handed down from previous generations to deal with sickness and injuries. This story gives us a good look into the lives of many rural American families at the time, showing how their financial struggles were a constant obstacle. Yet despite these hurdles, they didn't let their spirit be crushed. Instead, these challenges seemed to make them even more determined and creative in finding solutions where few seemed to exist. Dolly Parton's life, marked with events like this, is a powerful example of human resilience. Her story teaches us that it's possible to turn adversity into opportunity, pain into art, and difficult situations into inspiring stories of courage and hope. Growing up in the lush green valleys and rolling hills of the Smoky Mountains did more than just provide a beautiful backdrop for Dolly Parton's early years. This environment deeply influenced her spiritual and musical development. The strong sense of spirituality she was raised with played a crucial role in shaping not just her character and morals, but also her musical talents and contributions. Dolly's grandfather, Reverend Jake Parton, was a significant presence in her life. As a Pentecostal preacher, he was a central figure in the community, known for his moving sermons that touched on the community's struggles, faith, and hope. His passionate belief in spirituality wasn't limited to his sermons. It was present in the hymns sung in church, the bedtime stories he told, and the life lessons he shared with Dolly, all of which had a profound impact on her. The church served as more than just a place for religious worship. It was a community hub for music and camaraderie. Through vibrant choir performances, soulful gospel music, and enthusiastic singing from the congregation, Dolly was exposed to a rich tapestry of faith-based music and melodies of devotion from a young age. The collective voice of the congregation, singing in unity, left a lasting impression on her, planting the seeds for a musical career that would captivate audiences worldwide. From the very beginning, Dolly discovered that music was much more than just melodies and harmonies. It was a strong way to share feelings, tell stories, and express hopes. Her songs became a way to say thank you, share stories of overcoming difficulties, and ask for help. Even before she became famous in country music, her songs were filled with messages about faith. This was because she grew up surrounded by spiritual beliefs. As Dolly started to make country music, she explored a wider variety of topics in her songs. However, the heart of her music always stayed true and emotional, a reflection of her spiritual past. Songs like Coat of Many Colors were about love, being accepted, and starting from a humble place. These themes reminded her of her childhood in church and the Bible stories she grew up with. Dolly's rise in the country music scene was rapid. Despite her fame, she never forgot her spiritual beginnings. Her faith and upbringing in gospel music guided her through the ups and downs of being famous. This background influenced her songwriting. It made sure that every song, whether it was gospel, country, or pop, was filled with heartfelt honesty that touched people everywhere. Looking at Dolly Parton's life, from singing in church as a little girl to performing on big stages around the world, shows a story of faith, persistence, and always staying true to oneself. The hymns from her grandfather's church were her first songs. As she moved into the world of music, those hymns continued to inspire and guide her. Dreaming of Nashville and its promise of becoming a music star was something Dolly couldn't resist. The day after finishing high school, with big dreams and a heart full of songs, she went to Nashville. This city, known for country music, was where her incredible talent was polished and celebrated. In those early days, Dolly's hard work, learned from her family, really showed. She spent her days writing songs and getting to know the music business. At night, she sang at local places, and people started to notice her unique voice. Working with her Uncle Bill, they soon saw success when Hank Williams Jr. recorded 2 of their songs. This was a big moment for Dolly. It showed that her music was good and that Uncle Bill's support was solid. From there, she took steps towards the fame she deserved. Monument Records was the first to see her potential. Her early recordings, even though they were pop, taught her a lot. But returning to country music, her true passion, led to her big break. Dumb Blonde, one of her first singles, not only charted, but also announced Dolly Parton's arrival to the world. Even with success, Dolly stayed humble and true to her origins. She used her life's ups and downs to inspire her music. Songs like Something Fishy reflected her early struggles in Nashville, capturing the journey of a young artist in a big music world. Ultimately, Nashville, with all its hurdles and chances, became more than just a city for Dolly. It was where she proved her talent and shared her heart through her music, never forgetting where she came from or the faith that guided her. Dolly's story is a tale of growth and transformation. As a young girl full of hope and ambition, she arrived in the city, her heart set on making her mark. Over time, through hard work, dedication, and a firm belief in her musical path, Dolly Parton rose to become a shining example of success. Each strum of her guitar, every lyric she sang, and each song she wrote marked a step towards her dream. She left an indelible impression on Nashville's heart, setting the stage for her rise to international fame. Dolly Parton's choice to always wear long sleeves, regardless of the climate or occasion, sparked much curiosity and speculation among her fans and the general public alike. In an age where celebrity choices are constantly analyzed, this particular fashion choice of Dolly's intrigued many. Central to Dolly's public image are not just her songs or her outfits, but the tattoos that lie beneath those long sleeves. Much like her music, they tell a story of who she is. The butterfly holds a special place in Dolly Parton's life and work, symbolizing her journey of transformation from a humble country girl to a globally recognized superstar. This motif reflects her personal growth, her resilience, and her ability to turn every challenge into an opportunity for self-expression and development. Her song, Love is Like a Butterfly, beautifully captures this theme, drawing parallels between the fleeting beauty of a butterfly and the nature of love. To Dolly, the butterfly mirrors her own life's evolution, marked by change, reinvention, and determination. Dolly's fascination with butterflies extends beyond her tattoos and music to her Dollywood theme park, which features a butterfly house. This attraction celebrates the beauty and transformative power of butterflies, much like Dolly herself. The intrigue surrounding her preference for long sleeves reveals a deeper story of personal choice, artistic expression, and a refusal to be confined by societal expectations of personal challenges. For Dolly, covering her arms is not about hiding her past, but about crafting her own narrative. Dolly Parton's enduring relationship with Carl Dean is another remarkable aspect of her life. Despite their differing personalities, their love story is a testament to the idea that opposites attract. Their relationship began in Nashville, where a young Dolly, fresh from her hometown, met Carl Dean. Their connection was immediate and deep, leading to a marriage that has stood the test of time. Opting for a private wedding, they chose to keep their love away from the public eye, a decision that has allowed them to maintain a strong and respectful bond throughout the years. Their love story, characterized by mutual respect, understanding, and commitment, stands in contrast to the often tumultuous relationships seen in the celebrity world. Dolly and Carl's love remains a beacon, reminding us of the importance of privacy and genuine connection in sustaining a relationship. Dolly Parton's musical journey took a significant turn when she collaborated with Porter Wagoner, a move that would redefine her career and leave a lasting impact on country music. Their partnership on the Porter Wagoner Show introduced Dolly to a wider audience, showcasing her unique talents and charisma. Despite the challenges and tensions that arose between them, their collaboration was crucial in shaping Dolly's path to stardom. Dolly's departure from the show was marked by her composition, I Will Always Love You, a song that not only served as a farewell to Porter, but also became a timeless piece, showcasing her songwriting brilliance and emotional depth. This period of her career, while filled with ups and downs, highlighted Dolly's resilience, creativity, and unwavering commitment to her artistry, cementing her status as a true icon in country music.